Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to keep this video as short and sweet and helpful as possible, but let me just start out by addressing my face. I am putting zero effort into my makeup routine these days, mostly because like, who the heck am I seeing outside of this apartment and where am I going that requires a lot of makeup? The answer is no one and nowhere, so I am putting as minimal effort into this as possible. My hair is like all natural, my makeup is not on my face, and that's pretty much it. I would wear my glasses just to like look a little bit more sophisticated, but then there's like a giant glare on them and there's just like no, if I sit like this you can really see my face. So we're just going to put these up for now. So today's video is all about being a little bit more informative and more helpful. So I have created vlogs and cooking videos and grocery hauls, which I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I hope you cannot hear the dog barking in the background somewhere outside. Whatever. Let me just close the window. Be right back. Okay, I hope that's better. What was I saying? Anyway, I wanted to make today's video super helpful and informative, and I wanted to give you my top 3 tips on getting your Instagram off of the ground. I started my Instagram back in 2017. It was a way to motivate me to lose weight and to post like before and after body pics, and it was literally just for me. I had like 3 followers. I didn't let anyone follow it. It was on private, and I was just doing it to hold myself accountable. And I mean, obviously my journey has changed so much in the last like 3 or 4 years. What year is it? I don't know the math, but it's been a while, and over the years it has turned into more of a body love, body positivity, gluten-free, dairy-free recipes account, my life in New York. It has become so much more than before and after body pics of me losing weight. It's actually become quite the opposite, me gaining weight in my journey recovering from my eating disorder. So I'm so proud of where my Instagram is right now, and I know that whenever I post things or engage with people, people always ask, what did you do to get your Instagram to where it is today? How do I get from 0 to 50K followers? How do I basically create a name for myself in this industry? And it's freaking tough, but I know that I have a few tips. I'm not an expert, but I did it. So I feel like I can give you a few tips to at least get you started. I took some notes on my phone, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone. I wrote down 3 of my like most helpful tips that I think are like the best way to get your Instagram started, and then from there hopefully I can make some more videos to help you grow a blog, grow a more genuine following, get to 50K rather than 10K. So here we go. My first tip is to figure out your niche, figure out your vibe, figure out your style, figure out your overall aesthetic of your account. So if you follow me, again, I'll put it right here, I post a variety of things from like lifestyle to kind of fashion, sometimes not really, a lot of food and a lot of body positivity. But overall, if you're looking at my feed, my images are all edited the same, they're cropped similarly, and I think that's just to keep your Instagram looking very neat and organized, just as if you had a portfolio to give to a agency like outside of the Instagram world. You would want your Instagram to look just like a super neat portfolio that you would give to a brand that you potentially one day want to work with. So before you even start posting, try to figure out what your like design aesthetic is, and you can always change and grow like I have over the last few years and go from like a super dark vibe to a much lighter vibe, but you need to start out more uniform, and then you can always change as you go and as you grow and as your vibe and aesthetic changes. So there are like a million options and a million different vibes. You can like scroll through different people's Instagrams and see what they've got going, but there are like super dark ones that are like more moody and vibey, I guess, and then there are super bright, and then there's like super comforting and cool. So there's lots of vibes that you can pick from, but I guess most importantly, pick a vibe and an aesthetic that is like most personal to you. Don't just pick one because you think it's cool and doesn't really resonate with you. So if you think that this like super chill vibe works for you because that's what you would normally post anyway, then roll with it, because it's going to seem super authentic and super real and not forced, like if I was to post something like super dark, which is just not my style. So for my next tip, I'm just going to literally read what I wrote on my phone, because I feel like me last night really knew what she was talking about. What are you offering people? What's something different and unique that you are giving to people? So basically, why did you start your account? Did you start your account to give fashion tips? Did you want to just give off cool vibes? Do you want to share recipes, lifestyle? There are like a million and one options, but again, make sure it's something that you're passionate about so that you can speak freely about it 24/7 because Instagram is a 24/7 job. So let's say that you are super passionate about baking. You love baking cakes and cupcakes and whatever, and that's what you want to post about. You want to post how-to videos and cool cake pictures that you took and recipes for your followers to make themselves and things having to do with food. That's great. That's your offering to people. People are going to follow you because they love your cakes, your desserts, your recipes, etc. Same thing if you wanted to offer lifestyle. If you live in a really cool city like New York, shameless plug to New York, and you think that people would be really interested in seeing the cool attractions that New York has to offer, the cool restaurants, the cool places to visit, that's a good offering that you can give to people. So that's what you can base your Instagram off of, and then just like move forward from there and grow from there. When I first started my account, I was offering weight loss tips. Looking back, I do regret that because it was coming from a very negative place. I feel like I could have done that a bit more positively, but obviously it got me to where I am today, so you live and you learn. But when I first started my account, it was about weight loss, so I would post before and after pictures, what I was eating, workout tips, workout exercises, and that's why people started following me. And then from there I changed to more recipes and lifestyle and body positivity, and I'm growing a slightly different following that I'm much more proud of, but it's still a following and it grows because I'm consistent with what I'm offering, if that makes sense. So to combine the first two things, your vibe, your aesthetic, and then what you're offering to people, combine the two, and then that's how you can get your Instagram going just with those two tips. Again, if you're offering lifestyle, what aesthetic is your lifestyle? Do you have a forest green wall with like a lot of plants in your room? Are you more of a like all white, clean furniture aesthetic? Do you have super dark vibes in your lifestyle? Again, make it super authentic. Offer it on Instagram. People are going to follow you because it's real, authentic, and true to your personality. And then once you have your Instagram going with those first two tips, my last tip is engage, engage, engage. And I will say it again because it is so freaking important. When you create an account, when you are giving off your personality, when you're giving out your tips, when you're giving out your lifestyle, people want to follow you for you. So it's important to be authentic and to be real, but then you have to continue to be authentic and real and interact with people and engage with people. So as soon as you post a photo, answer your comments. People are gonna ask you questions or just say like, wow, this looks really cool. Say thank you. And then go to your feed and scroll and like and comment on other people's photos, because if they're taking the time to like and comment on your photos, you should do the same for them. I wish someone had told me that sooner, because when I first started, I was like, it's all about me. It's my Instagram. However, if you want to build an engaging following that actually cares about you, you have to care about them, and it has to be real. So I have made so many real, authentic friends from Instagram, and it's because I engaged with their photos, and then we started DMing and seeing each other in person, and it really developed into a like real relationship rather than just like randomly liking a photo on Instagram. Along with engaging on likes and comments, answer all of your DMs, DM other influencers that you think are super cool, talk to them, ask them questions. The more you engage, the more people are gonna realize it's not some robot behind a phone, it's a real human being that posts real life photos and real life emotions, and they are gonna wanna follow you back because people love real people. And then to close out those 3 tips, what I think is really important to remember is that you can always change and grow as time progresses. So like I said, I started out, my photos were like a little bit grainy, kind of darker, and that was just what I was offering at the time. And then I learned and grew and figured out that I liked more crisp, bright photos, and so I started editing my photos differently, and I feel like it really changed my vibe, and I think people liked that vibe better, so I got more of a following. So you can always start out one way and change to another. The same thing goes with your Instagram name. I started out as Chin Ups with Chen because I was offering a lot of workout and weight loss stuff, and then I changed to Chen's Plate because I was offering more recipes and things that I put on my plate, like my life, if that makes sense. And then just to close out, to reiterate those 3 tips, the first is figure out your vibe, figure out your aesthetic. The second is, what are you offering people? What are you giving to people? Why should they follow you? What are they gaining from your Instagram? And the last thing is to engage, 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 and then do it all over again and engage again. It is so important to help your Instagram really get some traction and momentum and feel like a real authentic page and not just some like I said, a bot behind a screen. Okay, so my fear is that I'm about to watch the videos that I just filmed and they make no sense at all. I hope they did, because in my head, those 3 tips make sense and on paper they make sense. So I hope they came out super clear, and I hope these were helpful, because I would love to continue giving more tips and giving more opinions on what I think helps an Instagram get off the ground. Obviously, my tips and my opinions are just that. They are opinions, they are not facts. Just because you engage doesn't mean you're going to get to 50K tomorrow, but you just as equally could. If this video was helpful, A, great. B, please like, subscribe, comment, do all those things that really support a YouTube video. Hit that little like notification button so that you're the first to know when I post a new video. And as always, follow me on Instagram at Chen's Plate for gluten-free, dairy-free recipes, my life in New York, and overall body positivity, because as I sit here, I'm literally not wearing pants. My thighs are squishing out on my chair, and that is body love because I look great. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you next time. Bye!